Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Welcome to Wanderers. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NPL New South Wales Women's Match of the Round between the Western Sydney Wanderers and the University of New South Wales. Two teams looking to continue their ascent up the ladder. One team looking to back up after a magnificent victory last week, where the Western Sydney Wanderers defeated the competition favourites Apia Leichhardt, and backing up here would be big for Jamie Dibb's team and a massive step toward finals football. For UNSW, well, they need to bounce back after a disappointing defeat at home against the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. They'll be looking to get themselves back on the winning train. Luke Richardson believes his team has the capability, and on paper they definitely look as one that should be challenging for finals football. Run through the squads for you now. For the Western Sydney Wanderers, in goals, number 20, Jasmine Selba. From right to left, back, Chelsea Barton, Gemma Ferris, Maya Lobo, and Alvina Koshaba. In the midfield, Sienna Arate, Amelia Kassar, and Amy Barker. And a front three of Miriam Zumaya, Talia Kapitanelis, and Annika Stajcic leading the line. Key to mention as well that Stajcic, Kapitanelis, Ferris all returned to the squad as well. They weren't there last week, and when you defeat the likes of Apia, missing key players as those, shows how much quality there is in this young side that Jamie Dibb has at his disposal. For UNSW, well, Richardson says they name a pretty strong team, full strength at the moment. In goals, Stephanie Grimbulos, number 4, Aya Yamahata, Demi Kulizakis, Chloe Smith, Alira Toby, Sonali Singh, Miriam Mostagimi, Angelique Christodoula, Georgia Plessis, Trudy Camilleri, and Jasmine Limon all start for the team in yellow, and they will be attacking from left to right. The Western Sydney Wanderers in their red and black will be attacking from right to left as the game kicks off here at Wanderers Football Park. An early ball forward immediately for Zumaya. Great feet from Zumaya. Beats her defender, cuts it back. It was intended for Kassar. Toby battling away, but loses out to Barton. Now it's Lobo switching play. Pitch looks quite good here at Wanderers Football Park. Winter over so happened over the last few weeks. Still not, I'd say 100%, but I don't think that these girls will play on many better grass pitches this season than this one. Slight delay in kickoff today as well, due to youth games taking a little longer to finish than expected. Singh delivers, sorry, not Singh. It was Kapitanelis delivering with the left foot as Camilleri now leading the counter attack. First foray forward now for UNSW, and great combination there with Camilleri and Toby, and Camilleri's shot goes over the bar. A-League women's team just finished a very exciting 8-goal thrill against the Brisbane Roar, finishing 4-4 as Barker now gets into the box, cuts it back. Stajcic with the effort. Took a deflection, I think, of Grimbulos in the end. It'll be a corner for the Wanderers, their first of the game. A-League men's team for the Wanderers playing currently as well. Busy day for the Wanderers fans. Lots of football going on. Corner comes in, it's a good ball into the dangerous area, falls for Ferris. Shot was blocked and Camilleri taking no chances clearing that one away. Yamahata arrived at UNSW from Sydney Olympic. Maya stills in there, wins the ball away for the Wanderers. Barton crosses into the area, finds Stajcic, but not enough power behind that shot to test Grimbulos. He rolls the ball out for Krista Dulu. It'll be a Wanderers throw. Wanderers currently in 6th place on the ladder. UNSW 1 spot behind, 7th, but 2 points behind as Kulizakis there wins the ball in midfield and plays in Camilleri. Spreads the ball back wide for Kulizakis, also arriving from Sydney Olympic this year. For the students, here she is once more. Krista Dulu, another newcomer, quite a few new faces in this UNSW team. Krista Dulu coming from Apia after spending time at Olympic before that. Ball played forward now for Smith. Goes down. No foul, goal kick. Krista Dulu not happy with the call. Letting the referee know as well. Come again through Camilleri, who likes a shot from range, but wide of the target there. Arate, wide for Barton. Zumaya, very involved early on. Excellent technique. Zumaya has seen her score a very, very nice goal a couple of weeks ago here at this venue, just across the other side of the grandstand on the synthetic pitch against Sydney Olympic. Stajcic was the target there. Krista Dulu clears. Lobo picks up the loose ball and has a go from range. Tests Grimbulos, falls for Capitanellis. Oh, inches wide of the far post. Big chance there for the Wanderers, the first of the game for them. It was an excellent strike from Lobo. Space really did open up for her. Capitanellis perhaps should have done better. That was some nice skill there from Tade Capitanellis to keep the ball alive, but couldn't really wrap her foot around the cross to find a teammate in the area. Kochaba beats Smith and now crosses into the area. Good ball in. Zumaya gets the touch. Stajcic trying to find space, but a good challenge from Kulizakis. It's just wide again. Wanderers really putting on some pressure now the last couple of minutes. They look a lot more confident from the opening rounds. This young side, lots of quality within the squad. chasing this one down. Singh putting on the pressure. Barton uses her body well to get away from the defender now. Zumaya. Stajic back for Barton. As the pass blocked. Falls as far as Sienna Arate, who finds Capetanellis with the switch ball, but too much on there for Barker. Toby just didn't quite bring that under control, but manages to come away with the ball, and her pass though straight into the legs of Camilleri, who's picked it up here now. Just trying to slot through Smith, blocked away by Ferris. Chloe Smith in some form. 5 goals in her opening 5 games for UNSW, leads the club scoring charts. We've had 7 different scorers so far, UNSW. Pretty much everyone in their attacking phase has found the back of the net. There's Barker now, looking up, looking for the best option. Finds Stajic, who flicks it through to Capetanellis, and too much space given there for Capetanellis, but Chris Tadulu managed to get back. Lobo switching play now for Zumaya. Yamahata picks up that ball. It was colossal last year, Yamahata, for Jeff Abrahams' Olympic, as Toby was almost in there. Great defending from Lobo. Still Toby though. Kushaba comes and helps out. And now the Wanderers come away with the ball again. Here's Barker. Capetanellis. Heavy touch. Smith dropping in and supporting. Tough ball. Zumaya didn't give up on that. Put Plessis under a lot of pressure. It's good to see Georgia Plessis playing again as well at this level. Play with loads of talent. Grimbulos had to get a touch there in the end. That one creeping toward the target. Taps it out for a corner. Ferris and Lobo go forward. In the last corner the Wanderers had, they put UNSW under some pressure. Ferris already scored a goal this season. That one coming against Sydney Olympic, and the cross comes in, testing Grimbulos, who punches out. It'll be another corner now. Arate will take. Corner comes in toward the near post, cleared away by Chris Tadulu. Kassar for Ferris. Wide by Arate for Barker. Capetanellis arriving in support. It'll be another corner. That's already 4 corners for the Wanderers inside the first 12 minutes. Cross goes toward the far post. Ferris arriving there, but will do well to keep that in. She has. Goes down, wins the foul. Anika Stajcic has continued her good pre-season form into the season proper. Scored 3 goals so far this campaign. Leading scorer for the Wanderers. As Capetanellis goes short, and look at that, no one picking up Lobo. Her shot is blocked. That was very, very poor defending from the visiting team. Capetanellis chips it in again, headed away. Danger still hasn't passed. It's Kassar. Cross comes in now. Stajcic was the target, headed away. Real pressure here from the Wanderers. Arate with a shot from distance. Goes wide of Grimbilos's goal. Goal kick for UNSW, but real pressure from the Wanderers. Now want to score soon. Two games were played yesterday. Spirit and the Northern Tigers both recording wins. Spirit beating Bulls FC Academy. The Northern Tigers defeating the MacArthur Rams. At the moment, Mount Druitt lead the Gladesville Ravens 1-0. Sydney Olympic looking to score their first win of the season. They're up against Manly and they're leading their 1-0. Sydney University was in front against RPL Leichhardt, but RPL have managed to equalise there. Just no goals here. Stingrays were also up 1-0 against the Newcastle Jets. Mustagami takes that short, plays the ball to Limon. Now Yamahata. It's Mostagimi. Mustadulu. To the feet of Smith. Who's infield. Mustadulu. Back to Smith again. Patiently looking to build something, the visitors. Limon spreads it wide. Plessis has a good left foot on her. Georgia Plessis scored a few spectacular goals during her time. Wins her team a throw. Just away from the corner flag there as Camilleri turns Barton. Singh delivers into the area. And Jasmine Silva collects. Now Amy Hall. It was Amy Hall made the trip north to Brisbane with the A-League women's team and was expecting to have a comfortable day on the bench, enjoying watching Sham Khamis. Instead, was caught into action in the second half of that game after Sham Khamis was sent off. Debuting, I believe, for the A-League women's team. Congratulations to her. And Jasmine Silva gets her opportunity now in place of Hall. And the NPL side as Lobo looks for the run of Capetanellis, who will put Christodoulou under some pressure here, and it's a misclearance from Christodoulou. Capetanellis cuts back, delivers with the right. Just away by Plessis. Smith straight into the feet of Ferris. Good turn there from Kassar. Looking for Stajcic, but cleared away. Wanderers really do look dangerous every time they come forward. And they're coming forward again. Barton finds the pass into Kassar. It'll be uni ball. Lobo again reads the play well. Kassar. Tough pass from Stajic. Retake for Lobo. Wide to Barton. Good feet from Zumaya. Here's Kassar. Probably should have tried to change the side, but the Wanderers go down the right again. Now Barton looking for Zumaya. Barton delivers into the box. It's a great ball in, and Capitanella's. How has she not scored there? First, I thought there may have been a foul on Stajic after the challenge from Mostagimi, but the ball fell into the path of Capitanella's, who just didn't seem as though she was ready for that. It was a great delivery from Barton. It really should be 1-0 to the Wanderers. Capitanella's, after the first 20 minutes, could have a double as well for the home side. Camilleri. Great feet Trudy Camilleri has. Years of practice on the futsal court. Seen her get a call up to the national side as well. Recently attended camp as well in preparation for the upcoming tournament. Here's Ferris. Pass doesn't quite find Chelsea Barton. Tough pass backstage, putting Yamahata under pressure. Mostagimi now sends it long again. Lobo reads the play but gives the ball away as well. And the Wanderers, when in possession, really look as though they're creating trouble for UNSW. Silva comes out and claims that one. Now Lobo. Forward pass into the feet of Barker. Shaba plays it forward for Capitanella's, but that one took a touch. It'll be throw-in to the home team. Amy Barker wears the socks super low. There's always something about a footballer that wears their socks super low. You just know that they're a good baller every time. I'm sure about those that wear them above the knee though, like Kashaba and my son at home does the same. Ball gets through here for Zumaya into the area, into the spaces she likes to be in. But Plessis a little too strong there. Throw in now for the Wanderers. Zumaya again, trying to turn away from Plessis, who's done a good job so far, but that is another corner, and that is, by my count, the 5th of the game for the Wanderers. Racking them up in the stats column, that's for certain. Gone short again, comes back from a different angle. Lobo was there, falls for Barker now. That clearance comes off Koulizakis. It'll be a Wanderers throw. Feed away by Mostagimi. Lobo brings it down. Rate back for Barton. Say, a little surprised that the Wanderers didn't water the pitch pre-game. They usually do. And you can see it is playing just a little slower than what it usually does. Perhaps in the second half, someone might hear my commentary and turn on the sprinklers at halftime. Here's Stajcic. Capitanelis was looking for the pass. Kassar was the target. Koulizakis plays it forward. Here's Aliratobe. You haven't seen much of her in the first half. Only needs a bit. That one straight into the hands of Silva. Zulmaya now out on the left. Capitanelis gone out to the right. Defending from Smith. Rate wins it back now. Barker. Christodoulou trying to get back. Stajcic got on the wrong side of Mostagimi, but not enough in that pass. And again, I feel as though the pitch hadn't been watered. That ball may have got through there. Here's Mostagimi. Central for Limon. Save there by Silva. The men's team's taken the lead for the Wanderers, 1-0. And Western United, I think that win might be enough to secure finals football for the Wanderers. It's been a long time coming as well. Can't wait to see Wonderland come alive during that time. It's been ages since we've seen that place full. Lobo searching for Stajcic, and Mostagimi misread that. Stajcic gets there, cuts it back. Delivery into the box by Capitanelis. At the back post was Zulmaya, but headed away by Plessis. Into the corner. Another one for the Wanderers. Will they make one of these count? Again, no one really reacting to the short ball. They did half-heartedly on that occasion. Singh, the ball comes in, it might go directly in, it has. And Talia Capitanelis with an Olympico. I'm pretty certain Siena Savesca scored one earlier in the day in the A-League Women's. Now, Capitanelis, who was watching that game pre-game, has done the same. And the Western Sydney Wanderers lead here after 28 minutes. Via the left boot of Talia Capitanelis. It was telling that one of those corners would lead to a goal for the home side. Consistent pressure finally, Talia Capitanelis breaks the deadlock. Now, UNSW need to respond. How will they respond is the question. Barker closed down. Good challenge there from Limon. Camilleri. Lobo reads that again. And he gets fouled as well. Heavy challenge. I think it was Kulizakis that came in there. And Toby, I think, fell on top of Lobo. Attention straight away for Lobo, but I think she should be okay. Scores around the grounds. Apia and Sydney Uni 1-1. Olympics still lead against Manly 1-0. Mount Druitt also up against the Ravens by 1-0. Illawarra are 3-0 up against the Jets. That one just about to go to half-time. Big result for the Stingrays away from home. Jets have been impressive. Yellow card for Kulizakis, I think. Actually not sure who's got the booking there. I think it has gone to Kulizakis, who's somewhat surprised with the decision. Have taken the lead now against Sydney Uni. It's 2-1. Seymour Shaw. So as though there's an issue with the stream in that game as well. Yamahata for Camilleri. Takes the ball into the space, clips it over the top. It's a delightful ball. Cross comes in, not a bad one. Kulizakis does well enough to keep that in as well. Keep the attack alive and in the first corner of the evening for the visiting side. 32 minutes in. UNSW have the chance now to put Jasmine Silva under a bit of pressure. Corner comes in. It's a good ball. And it's a penalty. I think it's Sienna Arate that made the foul. Definitely not happy with the referee's call. Not sure who went down there. I think it may have been Kulizakis. And now Silva with a big test as Aya Yamahata steps up for the visitors. They haven't really had an opportunity, UNSW. And now from the spot they have the chance to equalise. Can Jasmine Silva keep this one out? She guessed the right way, but it was so well struck. And Aya Yamahata equalizes for the visitors with a well-struck penalty into the bottom corner. And it's 1-1 now at Wanderers Football Park between the Western Sydney Wanderers and UNSW. Grimbilos off the line quickly, as it looked as though the Wanderers could be straight back in. Square ball there for Yamahata. Headed away by Barton. Could be a confidence boost for UNSW as Kulizakis plays in. Toby, and then there's great goalkeeping from Silva. Kulizakis did a bit of an uncontrolled effort there. Goal kick for the home team, but another chance coming only a minute after they equalised. Here's Ferris. Wide for Barton. Good challenge, the ball works out in favour of the home team. Zumaya, early cross, but it's not a great one. Cleared away by Limon. Minutes to go. It's 1-1. Wanderers have been the better side, but an error by Arate, fouling Kulizakis in the box, leads to the visitors scoring from the spot. Free kick opportunity now for the Wanderers. Capitanellis over the ball. Her last dead ball play led to the opening goal of the afternoon. Can she do it again? This one not struck so well. Kassar out for Zumaya. And that was a wasted effort as well. Goal kick taken short for Yamahata. Nice control there from Plessis, and it gives the Wanderers the chance to keep the pressure on here. Zaki swings the ball back. Now Toby looking to face forward, find an option. Kashaba read the pass, and now the Wanderers can break here. Good work from Barker to spread the ball wide for Capitanellis. Stajcic in the area. Yamahata miscontrols, a rarity from her. Zumaya on the turn, straight into the hands of Grimbilos. Zulu plays it forward. Here's Christodoulou. Christine turning. Giving it away there, Mostagimi, right into the feet of Capitanellis. Squares it up. Zumaya makes it 2-1. Miriam Zumaya will take the gift. Put on a platter by Talia Capitanellis after an error from Miriam Mostagimi. And on 39 minutes, the Western Sydney Wanderers are back in front, courtesy of Miriam Zumaya's second goal of the season. Luke Richardson will be very disappointed with how his team conceded there. They did well to get themselves back in the game, but that is a real giveaway. A loss of concentration and discipline leads to the go-ahead goal for the home team. There's nothing Steph Grimbulos could do about that one. Question marks perhaps about the corner, but that one, nothing she could do. Mostagimi just giving the ball away. This time it's Christodoulou who does so. Rate. Ferris spreads it wide for the goal scorer. Now Kassar has Zumaya in support, goes herself. Kassar toward the far post. Capitanellis can't get there. Maybe Barker can. Cleared away. Again, the Wanderers keep the pressure on. Here's Zumaya on the turn. Closed down by 2 or 3 yellow shirts, but gets it back to Barton. Now Kassar with a bit of space on the left. Shot blocked by Yamahata. Another corner for the Wanderers from the last one. They took the lead. Capitanellis' delivery getting the better of Grimbulos. Capitanellis again, the in-swinger. Yamahata this time heads away. Singh loses out there. Cross comes back in. Barker! What a chance. That would have been a lovely goal. Zanika Stajcic that did well to clip the cross in. Barker's effort goes over the bar. Rate back for Ferris. Here's Kashaba now. Alvina Kashaba goes forward. Looking for Barker. Capitanellis. Cross comes in. It's a great ball again. UNSW really on the ropes at the moment. Barton forward for Kassar. Cross comes in now, headed away by Yamahata. Camilleri turns, goes down. Slight clip on the ankles by Barton. Stajcic getting a warning there from the referee. Yellow card for Stajcic. That is a strange one. It's for not retrieving 10 yards, but don't see. A bit confused with that call, to be honest. Yellow card nonetheless for Anika Stajcic. I think Stajcic wasn't sure why she got that either. Ferris. 1 minute to go till the end of the first 45 minutes. Turned by Arate in midfield. Nice feet. Kashaba gets it out to Capitanellis, but a little too far for her. Krista Zulu will see that one just over the line. Kashaba takes the throw. He's Barker. Honduras players had been on their way to prepare to defend the throw, but the referee said it was their ball. Arate heads out. Now it is UNSW throw. Barker, perhaps the last chance of the first half. That's it back for Kashaba. Arate with a shot from distance, but always rising. Goal kick for UNSW. Yamahata. Forward for Toby. Kulizakis flips it over the top, but Lobo comfortable under that one. Wide now for Kashaba. Nice turn centrally. Back for Lobo again. Wanderers will see this out till half time, I think. Closed down by Smith. Can UNSW create one last chance? No, they can't. The halftime whistle goes. After the first 45 minutes, we've seen 3 goals, and the Western Sydney Wanderers lead by 2-1 against UNSW. Talia Capitanellis opened the scoring with a goal direct from the corner. The visitors equalised from the spot. Aya Yamahata with a well-taken penalty into the bottom left corner, before Miriam Zumaya scored her second of the season after Capitanellis was involved again, picking up a gift from the UNSW defence. Squaring the ball up for Zumaya, who placed it beyond Stephanie Grimbulos. Half-time here at Wanderers Football Park. It's the Western Sydney Wanderers 2, UNSW 1. back here for the second half at Wanderers Football Park, and it's the Western Sydney Wanderers that are leading by 2-1. Scoring was opened by Talia Capetanellis direct from the corner. UNSW equalised from the spot through Aya Yamahata, only for the Wanderers to retake the lead after an error at the back while Miriam Mostagimi was taken advantage of by Talia Capetanellis, and then unselfishly squared the ball up for Miriam Zumaya, who did the rest to score her second of the season. Now she's given the ball away there, Zumaya, but Ferris comes across to save the day. And now an error from Selva. Barton this time correcting the mistake, and not the best start to the second half by the Wanderers. And the Wanderers are in some form for scoring from corners because they've just done it in the men's game as well. Sienna Saveska in the women's game against the Brisbane Roar. Talia Capetanellis against UNSW. I'm not sure who's done it for the Wanderers, but they've done it now in the men's as well. And Gersbach, second goal of the afternoon for him. Unbelievable. The Wanderers have been really practicing their corners. Jeff Abrahams, Jamie Dibb, and Alan Stajic all using the same corner routine. Worked wonders for them. Good job to the set piece person. Barton takes it in, plays Kassar. Great ball for Stajic. Lovely finish. And Annika Stajic keeps on scoring. Gets her fourth of the season. A lovely goal by the Western Sydney Wanderers. Capped off with an excellent finish by Stajic. Almost scoring at the exact time as her dad's team does. Up the road. Is it called Combank now? Yes, it is. All these banks and financial institutions and insurance people. You don't know these days. Name changes every second day. I've got it right though. And after a shaky start from the Wanderers inside the first 60 seconds, after 120, they are now 3-1 up. Jamie Dibb will be very happy now. They'll need to stay disciplined and awake here. Corner kick, sorry, free kick for UNSW. Captain Lira Toby stands over it. Decent delivery. Yamahata got the touch. And Selva comes and claims Lobo for Barton. Good touch there from Barton. Thought the first one was a little heavy, but worked out well for her. Mostagimi now. Back for Krista Dulu. Plessis looking for Toby. Lobo switches play, doesn't really find a teammate, but Christodoulou didn't find the touch either. Barker picked it up. Now Stajic tried to square it first time after Capetanellis played it in to her, and Toby doesn't break the offside trap. Stage is chasing this one. Won't get there though. Mostagimi sees it out over the sideline. Dulu finds Smith, who's been very quiet. Stajcic now trying to find Kassar and return the favour, but instead UNSW come away with the ball, and great sliding challenge there from Barton. Had a very good game so far. Wide for Capetanellis. Early ball in. Stajcic on a yellow card. Needs to be careful. Yamahata's pass is off. Can't find Singh there. Barton closed down by Singh. Tried to find Toby, but Ferris read that one easily. Chance perhaps for UNSW. Sliding challenge though, and it's a corner kick for the visitors. Georgia Plessis will take. Mentioned it earlier, her left foot capable of a very good delivery. Crowding Jasmine Silva are the UNSW players. Cross comes in from Plessis. Headed away. Zulmaya muscled there. Stajcic anywhere will do. Barton. Now Kassar. Pass works out for Capetanellis, who used her hand and immediately admitted that it came off the hand. Usually players don't do that, so credit to Talia Capetanellis. Christodoulou, let's be on her. Is it wide for Kulizakis? Now Toby. They pass straight into the hands of Jasmine Silva. Given away again. Kulizakis can hit him from range, but not on that occasion. Barker comes away with the ball. Gives it out to Barton. Ferris. Yamahata intercepts now and plays it straight back, putting the Wanderers defense on the back foot. Toby, early cross in, flicked on by Smith, but well away from Silva's goal. Equalizes. Just seeing that's a late challenge on Equalizes. I think it was Koshaba that made the tackle. Should go in the book for that. Deserved yellow card. I wouldn't be surprised if UNSW get the free kick from there, because there was absolutely no advantage there. But it doesn't seem as though they will. Or maybe they might. No, they won't. Here's Camilleri. Zakis' pass is off the mark. Sums up the UNSW day, really. A team with a lot of big names have really struggled to get going so far this season. Only 7 points. A lot more was expected from them. Barton takes the throw for the Wanderers. Another goal will probably make the point safe. Zumaya. Ferris. Quite comfortable, the Wanderers. They haven't really been threatened for large parts of this game. Here goes Toby now. Just miscontrolled the ball there. Got away from her as Smith made the run through. Expecting UNSW to make some changes soon. Things really aren't going the way they would have liked. Zakis wins the ball back and now plays in Toby, but too much on that pass. Richardson is looking to the bench. Got a couple players already on the sideline. One seems to be Marcela Santos, Sabine Montenegro, Abigail Everts, Tiana Petkovsky, Sky Kasacia, and Akala Howe, all on the bench. Here's Kassar, goes down. Camilleri picks it up. Wide for Singh. Mostagimi finds Koulizakis. The pass is off the mark again, though. Disappointed with herself is Demi Koulizakis. Here come those changes. Sky Kasacia and Marcela Santos. I have to say I'm a bit surprised that we aren't seeing Petkovsky just yet. Santos, another player with a futsal background, an impressive futsal background, comes on for Sonali Singh. Trudy Camilleri off for Sky Kasakia. Ferris now. Mr. Dulu got lucky there, and a touch going in the opposite direction. Good pass from Krista Dulu to find Kasakia. All over the top, but just a little too far. I think Lira Toby may have put herself in the way there of Jasmine Silva. She looked to release that ball. Santos, back for Limon. Now Plessis out muscled by Zumaya. And Miriam Zumaya did very well. Cleared by Ferris. Something to chase for Stajcic. Yamahata was quite comfortable there though. Updated scores from around the grounds. Mount Druitt still lead the Ravens 1-0. Manly have managed to find an equalizer against Sydney Olympic. It's now 1-1. And Apia are ahead against Sydney Uni by 2-1. Uni, they're opening the scoring inside the first few minutes of that game. And Apia have managed to turn it around. Stingrays were well in control against the Jets at halftime. It was 3-0 there. It's a good ball in. Header from Santos. And they're back in the game now. Demi Koulizakis scoring for UNSW. Marcela Santos with the first header. And Koulizakis sweeping in to make it 3-2. It's game on now. The changes have worked for Luke Richardson. And there's still a lot of football to be played here. Looks as though the Wanderers might be making some changes of their own as well. Here is Koulizakis. Over the top for Santos. These are the positions she likes to be in, one-on-one with defenders. Good defending though from Barton. Santos manages to regain possession. Limon's pass isn't a great one, but Koulizakis manages to keep it in. Wins the throw as well. Olivia Vanderlaan, Alyssa McKenzie, Nikita Fazari, Hope Claw, Angelina Scamardella and Annabelle Kroll on the bench for the Wanderers. Ball goes in toward Toby. What a hit to the ball, hasn't gone out yet. Wanderers fell asleep for a moment. Here's Santos again. He's come alive and really sparked the game into life since coming on. Here's Capitanellis. Barton. There's Ferris. Wanderers really haven't been in any danger, even though it was 1-1 at the break. They haven't been in any danger for 60 minutes of the game. The introduction of Santos in particular has really turned the screw for the visitors. Stingrays are up 5-1 with 5 minutes to go against the Newcastle Jets. Jamie did make a couple of changes. Amy Barker comes off. Looks as though Zumaya is the other to exit the field of play. That was a foul throw by Chelsea Barton. They're pretty frustrating if you're a coach as well. Fazzari has come on. And Olivia van der Laan, the other, for the home team. Strong challenge by Arate. And Lobo feeds the ball straight into Chloe Smith. I think that one would have hurt. But bounced straight back up, did Smith. Not sure I would have. Could have taken a couple of minutes to recover. Hours perhaps. Not Chloe Smith though. Kulizakis back for Christodoulou. Takes the ball forward into space, finds Toby, great control. Wasn't a bad volley either, but not enough to beat Jasmine Silva from that sort of range. A few complaints there. UNSW expected the ball to go their way. From van der Laan, who's not sure which colour boots to wear. One pink, one green. Confusion's real. I think they're a set, these, but I don't know. Other people think they aren't. If they are, Nike's got to really look at what they're doing, because terrible marketing from Nike. Hurts your eyes as you try to follow, to be honest. But here's a chance for Toby. The flag will be raised if she gets there. If the Wanderers can hold on, if I'm not mistaken, this will be their third straight victory. Lost one game in their last 5, if they can hold on here, of course. They've really improved since that opening day defeat against Manly United, where they went down 5-1 here. Barton cleared away by Santos. Lobo now. Brings it forward. Van der Laan under pressure from Yamahata. Needs to be a little stronger there. Almost falls into the path of Stajcic. Arate loses the ball. Kulizakis. Now Kasacia. Lots of space for Sky Kasacia. Is it wide for Christodoulou, who delivered early, and that one falls for Kasacia. I think Silva may have got a touch. She did. It was a tough one, bounced right in front of the goalkeeper. Kouzakis will take this corner for the visitors with just under 20 minutes to go. Can UNSW equalise? They've gone short. Ball comes in, testing one for Silva. And now the Wanderers can break. Capitanella should have hit that first time for Van der Laan. Now she does. Van der Laan did stay on side. Limon came across and cleared. Dulu can't keep it in. Corner now for the Wanderers. Arante will deliver. They've looked dangerous every time from the corners they've had earlier, the Wanderers. Can they do the same here again? Again, nobody's followed the short ball. Here's Kassar. Poor first touch though. Let her down. It's not the first time that's happened to UNSW, that nobody's followed the short ball or the ball on the edge of the box. You would have expected them to have identified that after the first time it happened, maybe even the second, definitely after the third. But it doesn't seem as though there's much communication back there. Toby, again Lobo steps in, good challenge. Now Stajic, been a bit quiet in the second half aside from her goal. Haven't seen her pop up too much. Wins the free kick there. Good play from Annika Stajic. Chance again now for the Wanderers to put UNSW under a little bit of pressure. Cross comes in toward Ferris, headed by Van der Laan and forces Grimbulos into the save. Rose well there, did Olivia Van der Laan. Capitanellis will take this corner. I think this is number 10 now for the Wanderers. Capitanellis scoring in the first half from the corner. Can she do the same again? This time a good delivery. Kassar under this one. Santos chasing her down. Is it out wide? Great feet. Ball across goal. Van der Laan in a good position. Excellent challenge. I think it was Kouzakis who made the tackle. Getting back and working hard defensively. Chance from distance. Grimbulos should have this one. It was a testing effort from Fatadi. Grimbulos comfortably claims. Forward now is Plessis, and Capitanellis working hard to chase her down. Ball falls the way of Santos. Great block by Barton. Capitanellis' clearance straight into the path of Casaccia. Lobo in the right spot once more. She's been excellent this evening as Maya Lobo, as has Chelsea Barton. Capitanellis searching for Vanderlaan. That one. Grimbulos couldn't take any chances there. It was in an awkward position. Have to clear it out. Points have been shared at Peter Moore between Sydney Olympic. Thinking Liverpool Olympic. Jeez. I know they're both Greek, but my God. Between Sydney Olympic and Manly United, 1-1. And Mount Druitt have continued their fantastic starts this season. They defeat the Gladesville Ravens 2-1. Lena Karmas, 2 goals in 2 weeks. RPL Leichhardt also in front against Sydney Uni, that one in stoppage time. Looks as though RPL will sneak away with a 2-1 win. Given away there to Toby, who doesn't have much support. Will have to do it all on her own. Nutmegged Lobo, but Ferris came across and made sure that Lyra Toby won't go any further. Here's Ferris. Manage the game here, the Wanderers. Nice touch from Fasadi. Wasn't sure though if Kassar or Vanderlaan were going to move to that ball in the end. UNSW come away with it. Here's Santos. Plessis looking for Toby. Barton heads it forward. Limon asking for the handball, gets it in the end. Win here pushes Western Sydney Wanderers on equal points with Manly. Still outside the top 4, Santos. That was a special moment. She'll call that a pass, I have no doubt, but I think she had a shot there. Missed kick, but I know what I'm doing if I'm Marcela Santos. And Silva stayed on the line here. Santos picks it up, looking to make do with her last effort. Gets it out to Koulizakis. Oh, that was close. It looked as though it was heading for the top corner. In actual fact, I thought it was in the top corner, inches wide of the goal, and Koulizakis looks to the heavens. Easter's next weekend, Demi. Hold on, 7 days. That was very, very close. Lobo now. Wide for Capitanellis and yellow shirts around her straight away. Picks up the loose ball after the giveaway from Casaccia. Now fouls. I think it was Chloe Smith. Free kick now for UNSW. Lifted toward the box. Had it clear, but only as far as Santos. Kassar to Vanderlaan. Trying to hold off Mostagimi, and support came from Kulizakis. Now the cross into the box, it's a corner for UNSW. Full time at Seymour Shaw. Apia break their 2-game losing streak. Defeat Sydney Uni by 2-1. A massive win for Brad Attard. Cross comes in, it's a good ball in. Wanderers deal with it for the moment. UNSW really coming hard now. Delivered again into the box. The header came from Santos. She celebrates, but the flag was raised as soon as the ball was crossed in. Barton. There's the foul. Again, I said they have to manage this game, the Wanderers. Jana Petkovski's come on, replaced Alira Toby. Lobo. Is it to Capitanellis? It's tangled up there, and here's a free kick. Chloe Smith not happy with that call at all. Good challenge there. Giving the Wanderers that bait. Rate. The ball into Kushaba, but Wanderers get it back again. Plessis clears away. Kassar needs to get there first, does, just ahead of Kasacia. Crossed into the area. Yamahata needs to deal with Vanderlaan here. And Vanderlaan skips away. And now, I think that was a cross, but she'll want to forget about that one as soon as possible, Olivia Vanderlaan. Wanderers get the ball back here. Throw in. Free kick now for UNSW as we've entered the final 5 minutes of this one. Cross comes in. Headed clear. Sent forward. Step out of defence here. Try and press NSW a little higher, and that's a wasted pass there from Moster Gimme. Challenge there from Vanderlaan. But still might break here for Petkovsky, who fouls Barton, who got ahead of the UNSW attacker. Change, and it looks like it's a bit of a tactical switch. Christodoulou moving into midfield from right back. Issues with the scoreboard here at Wanderers Football Park. UNSW would have been happy with what they're seeing, but had 4-3 there. A couple of goals in quick succession. Don't be fooled, it's still 3-2 for the Wanderers though. Technical difficulties, not human error. Capetanellis being withdrawn now by Jamie Dibb. Scored the opening goal of the afternoon. Assist as well for the second. That's a decent ball from Koulizakis, but Smith made the wrong run. Wilson McKenzie came in the field of play in place of Capetanellis. Jasmine Limon was the one to make way for UNSW. Can't quite see who's down. I think it may be Gemma Ferris. Maybe not. The substitute. No, it's not the substitute. She's standing there in front of me. It'll be Amelia Kassar that's down. We're into the final minutes. Of the 90 now. The Wanderers are very, very close, securing their third straight victory. Jamie Dibb will be enjoying himself. Currently leading the NPL side after Jeff Abrahams was given the head coach role officially a couple of weeks ago now for the Ninja A-League side. Zarkis fouled there by Arate. Mostakimi sends it forward. Searching for Santos. Going above Arate's head. Here's Kasachia, can hit him from distance. Wanderers clear via Arate. UNSW will come back again. He's one of those substitutes. Montenegro plays the ball out, and it'll give Jasmine Silva time to waste some more precious minutes. Abigail Everts also coming on for UNSW. Onto a threat at the back and push Mostagimi into midfield along with Krista Dulu. Silva sends it long. Kulizaki swings the first ball. Santos gets away from Arate. Santos has a go. And Silva holds that comfortably. Come once more, Kasachia. Can't find a teammate. Lobo clears, Montenegro under that. Now Arate. Strong challenge from Krista Dulu. Kashaba twists and turns back to Silva. Pressure was coming, at least at first time. Fazari couldn't bring it under control. Putting Mostagimi under pressure. Yamahata sends it forward. Looking for Santos. Silva stayed, and Lobo pushed Santos, and the free kick goes the way of the Wanderers. Not too many complaints from Santos, though, and you can usually see by the player and their reaction. If it was me, better it's not me. Free kick for the Wanderers, though, and it will work in their favour. 3 minutes of stoppage time all but gone here. Up to the referee's discretion. Great work by Fazzari to keep the ball. Lobo, it's a wasted ball, didn't really waste any time with that pass. Aside from making Grimbulos go for a run to fetch the ball. Taken short to Yamahata. Back over the top again, Grimbulos comes and claims that. Last chance here, cleared by Ferris. Will it go out for a corner? I think it might. And Ferris unable to keep it in, but slid in there pretty heavy. And Grimbulos is going forward too. She'll use all her height to get to this. Sarcasm there. Didn't notice. But definitely an extra player in the area. Kulizakis delivers. It's a good ball toward Grimbulos. Punched away by Silva. Another corner. The pressure continues from UNSW. Can UNSW score an epic late equalizer? Delivery comes, and Yamahata was there on the volley, and now the Wanderers can break the other way. Santos fouled. Yellow card as well for Fazzari. I think Mostagimi may have got a yellow as well for complaining there. I'm not sure why she's complaining when they won the free kick and yellow card's gone the way of Fasadi. Doesn't make much sense. This, I believe, will be the last chance for UNSW. We've had 6 minutes now of stoppage time. Still no whistle. I didn't notice that there was this many breaks in play throughout the second 45. It's Krista Dulu that stands over the ball. She can hit him. Krista Dulu lines it up, goes direct, takes a deflection, and they've scored via Marcela Santos in the 97th minute. UNSW find an equalizer. The Western Sydney Wanderers will be so disappointed. What a way to lose all 3 points. Santos coming off the bench and making all the difference for Luke Richardson's team. They still play on though. Not for long as the full-time whistle goes here at Wanderers Football Park. The points are shared. Western Sydney Wanderers 3, UNSW 3. Players console Nikita Fazzari, the substitute who made the foul in the 96th minute that led to that 97th minute equalizer. Absolutely disappointed with herself. Consoled by the opposition as well. What a game of football. The Wanderers for 60 minutes were so good. And in the end, lose it after 7 minutes of stoppage time. Jamie Dibb asking the question, where did the 7 minutes come from? But that was one of the most epic games of the season so far. The Wanderers were 3-1 up, looking like they were heading toward their 3rd straight win. But Marcela Santos looks to have gotten the final touch to secure a point for Luke Richardson's team. It was the home team that opened the scoring through Talia Capitanellis in the first half, scoring direct from the corner. Aya Yamahata then equalised from the spot. Miriam Zumaya made it 2-1 just before half-time. And the Wanderers looked on their way to all 3 points when Anika Stajcic scored her 4th goal of the season. And it wasn't to be. NSW made some changes, adjusted things, and Santos first set up the goal for Demi Koulazakis to make it 3-2 before herself getting on the end of a late cross into the box. After a long game here at Wanderers Football Park, the points are shared. Western Sydney Wanderers 3, UNSW 3.